What's up, Thrashers, and welcome back once again to the Thrash Maniac 99 YouTube channel, and I'm back for part 2 of Under the Radar for the week of September 9th. Now, I originally said there would be 3 albums each episode, but I actually miscounted. There's actually 2 more I was wanting to talk about, and I'm going to attach them here to this mini episode, part 2, whatever. And the first one I'm going to talk about is a new album from a German progressive death doom band, Valborg, with their album, and I'm going to have to fucking try and pronounce this fucking thing because it's in German, Der Alte, or Der Alt. I probably butchered it anyways, but you get the idea. So yeah, German progressive death doom band, and this was a band I had never heard of before, and when looking at their page on Metal Archives, I saw that they were very much compared to bands like Celtic Frost and Triptykon. Well, Celtic Frost primarily the monotheist era of Celtic Frost and Triptykon, so I thought, if this sounds anything like Triptykon and Celtic Frost, this might be something I'd really dig. And to be honest, musically, it does kind of fit in that realm a little bit. Granted, the songs are very short, which is very strange for a progressive death doom band. Like, the longest track on here is like 4.5 minutes, and the shortest is like 1.5 minutes. So, not sure if this is a trope with Valborg, where they just go short songs with this style of metal, but for me, they probably could have expanded on a lot of things musically on here. Production-wise, the production was actually really fucking good. Like, everything was crystal clear, it was heavy, it had balls to it. But here's the big complaint I have about this album, and that's the vocals. I was not a fan of the vocals on this album really at all. It's like, he's trying to sound like he's being tortured, but it's not the good kind, say like Tom Warrior or Mark Van Drunen or John Tardy. To me, this was the whole torturous vocal style gone wrong, in my opinion. Like, I was not into the vocals at all. Musically, it's solid for what they're going for. Granted, I wish they could write longer tracks and expand on some riffs, some atmosphere, and all that stuff. So, to say I was disappointed with this album would be an understatement. It's not terrible, it's okay. I give it a 7 out of 10. Just nothing about it really stood out except for the production, and some riffs were pretty cool. But the vocals, I feel, just kind of killed it for me, and I'm sorry if anybody likes the vocals, I just was personally not into the vocals. But hey, that's just me. And now we have reached the final album for me to check out from the week of September 9th, and that is the 3rd studio full-length from Brazilian death metal band Escarnium with Dysthymia. So, first time checking out this band, and what caught my eye was that they were signed to Redefining Darkness Records, which, that's a really cool label, and they've put out some killer stuff this year. So I was like, this should be no different, and, well, it's no different. This is some really fun stuff right here. This is very much old school death metal, mostly in the vein of bands like Vomitory. It has a little bit of like that cavernous atmosphere of Incantation, but with some of like the I cannot even speak, blast beats and riff writing of Morbid Angel. And the production, it's nasty sounding, it's gritty, but it's still well mixed. I would say, out of all of the old school death metal oriented bands, this one has surprised me the most, because this album's like under 29 minutes, so it is short, sweet, and to the point. And honestly, I was kind of hoping for more after the album was finished. Like, the album was done so fast, I'm like, really? That's all? I was hoping for more. So they left me wanting more because of just the impact that this album had sonically and musically. It just delivers punches like no other. Like I said, I think this is a surprising one just for how short the album is, but how catchy and memorable it is. I give this one a 9 out of 10. I think this is a damn good album from an underground band that, yeah, have been around for over a decade, and their debut was 2012, but they take breaks in between albums, it seems, and now they're back with a third, and wow, old school death metal at its finest right here. Definitely check it out. And of course, that does it for this week's Under the Radar altogether. Lots of stuff came out that I had to talk about, and next week is going to be kind of more or less the same. We'll see about that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Horns high. See you guys later.
At the ballpark. Someone's gonna put lasagna.
I took a tomato.
Okay, yeah, it's Levi. It's Levi.
Damn it.
I'm done. Could I?
I want to know what he got for this one.
Alright, Seth, let's go to Tomato Town.
I would like a single slice of your greatest tomatoes
I
in
would
the
like
park.
your finest tomato, please.
Calm down, Seth. Calm down, Seth. Calm down.
Somebody vote.
No, it's
It's
Clive
Levi.
is the
Levi's the one that has some
Clive is the majority.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
That's breathe.
Tomato. I would be really interested to see these prompts.
Yeah, like
Officer,
literally.
please escort me out the ballpark. I just wanted to eat my tomato.